Hello everyone, we are going to continue with the concept. So you had seen that yesterday we had discussed about future contract. Okay, so it's future contract. Now continuation, I was just saying about the increase and decrease of the price. I stopped it over there. I guess you all remember that. Now we were discussing about Bemel shares, where it was purchased for rupees 40 per share, and we had purchased how much? 1000 shares. This was the discussion I made. I said about A and B, right? So you could see that generally what happens is when A and B accepts and undergoes a contract for selling up the shares for the same value, that is 40 rupees, right? With a third person, that is a stock exchange. With the stock exchange stands up here with this regulatory details with a contract, then we call it as what? Future contract, right? And same thing in case of forward contract. What happens is, if A and B are undergoing a contract where they might buy or sell, okay, they are undergoing a contract with OTC and not with stock exchange, then we call it as what? Forward contract. This is over the counter. Now discussing one small concept. What is this over the counter? They are a contract. They are derivative contracts that are traded directly between two parties without going to any exchange or any other intermediaries. Okay, and it is the largest market for the derivatives, and it is largely unregulated. It is unregulated. With respect to the disclosure regarding the information between the two parties, right? So we call that as what? Over the counter. Last class we made a discussion on the small concept of over the counter. Okay, we had made a discussion, but yet we'll go in depth. Okay, now I hope you understood what was the future contract is. And now coming to the forward contract, I said you all, it is a contract where two parties agrees to do the trade at the future date at a predetermined or an agreed price, with a agreed price or a predetermined price, right? So my price and the quantity. Okay, now you could say, now say example, I could give you on commodities. Now say example, what I do is, there was a person named by Sunny and Vijay. Now they both know each other. Okay, Sunny had a big farm of wheat. Okay, he had a big farm of wheat. Now Vijay is having a shop. Okay, or you can say he has a bakery. Now Vijay is in requirement of wheat, and Sunny produces wheat. So what did they do was they made a contract. Contract of what? Selling their product. When Sunny's crops has not yet grown, okay, it was in the land, okay, unfortunate, it was in the land, and Vijay came to know there was a wheat farm by Sunny which has not been booked, or maybe he has a very good quality kind of wheat. So what he did, he approached Sunny saying, you sell me the wheat for a particular rate. Now say example, today's wheat rate, for example, okay, today's wheat rate is 50 rupees. Okay, so what did Vijay say? He said, today it is 50 rupees in market. What I'll do is I'll give you 60 rupees per kg. So how much ever is being harvested in your farm, you have to give it to me. They went undergone in contract. Okay, now there you call this particular contract as what? Forward contract. Okay, and the moment the exchange was there, and they are doing it on over the counter, and they are not doing it based on stock exchange. Okay, if this is done by stock, if this is what it is, and this is what we call it as what? Forward contract. Clear with what is forward contract is? And next one, we are going to discuss something called as option. Okay, now what is this option? What is this option, and why is that we are choosing an option? Okay, now option is nothing but it is also a contract only, but the main thing is it does not have any obligations. Okay, so what happens is there is no restriction. Now say example A and B, or Ram and Sham. Okay, what they do is they are undergoing a contract. Okay, they are undergoing a contract where they said, I'm going to sell you my shares. So Ram is telling, I'll sell you my share. Which company shares? Okay, we'll go ahead with Infosys. Okay, he underwent a contract and he said, I'll pay you for the current price what I bought. Now say example, considering the price of one share is 100 rupees. Fine. What happened? Because we don't have obligation, he said he will sell it to Sham. But he failed to sell it to Sham. He did not sell it to him. After some time, now say example, after 3 months of period, okay, considering in September or October, okay, October, Sham goes and inquires regarding the shares. But unfortunate, Ram said, sorry, I have sold it to Yam. Now here, though they had been into a contract, they went into some contract called as option contract. Now this option contract gave them what? This option contract gave them what? They don't have any obligations. It has a special power, or we can say it has a special right, where sometimes when we post or we say that we are going to sell the product, and it's not mandatory, it's from our will and wish we have to sell it. If you're not interested, it is not by force, you have to sell it. It's not like that. You can you can live it, no problem, if you're not interested to sell it. So it is what you call it as what? Option contract. In option we have something called as